Hope you're doing good. Micah back with another video. Back here to talk about One UI 7 over 1 week later. Yes, it has been a very tumultuous week, I think we can all say, for Samsung with trying to get One UI 7 out to their Samsung Galaxy devices. We know that One UI 7 did drop for the Galaxy S24 and the Galaxy Z Fold 6 Flip 6 series last week around actually April 10th. But also being the 14th, it rolled out to more devices before shortly being paused because there were some issues with this update. I think there was an update bug, and just overall, it seems like maybe Samsung wasn't quite ready to release One UI 7 to the masses. And so for this video, I want to kind of get into how I've been feeling about One UI 7 since running the quote unquote stable version, because I do have some thoughts about that. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys ignite the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. It's all free. That way you never miss my video. So you and I can sit back, check, see what's cracking. We are knocking on the door of 10,000 subscribers, and that is because I have earned your trust and respect, and I definitely appreciate that. And so continue to rock with the channel as we continue down this journey of tech and to see what it has in store for us and our daily needs. So what's the first thing I actually want to talk about with One UI 7? Well, it's still buggy in the stable release form, and I've noticed that with the always on display, specifically around the clock. The clock, especially when I was using the newer clock font style, which I've demonstrated several different times, and if I want to, I will show you guys here as well. There's a specific font style, and I think you could technically say it's two of them, but if I show you guys here in style, and I scroll over here, it's these two right here. These two are my favorite, 1 and 2. Those two are my favorite clock font styles, but I think they're buggy, especially in relation to always on display, because they will change size and not return back, or they'll change size and then kind of abruptly try to switch back to what it's supposed to look like shortly after awakening the lock screen. And I've noticed that happen several different times, to the point where I pretty much just kind of had to be like, okay, I'm just gonna move on from that clock font style. Plus I've changed my layout, which I'll bring an update to you guys later on this week. And that's something I was not expecting to still experience with One UI 7. Not to mention, I still had that bug where the clock font color would actually change or revert to white. So right now it's not, but there was times where it would actually revert to white between always on display and waking the lock screen, or just straight from a black screen to waking the lock screen. The font would change or finagle between the color that I chose, which is like this kind of golden look, or white. And it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to stay consistent. And so I've noticed those couple bugs with the lock screen and always on display with One UI 7 since running the stable version. Been very weird from that perspective. And I don't know why. I don't know what it is that Samsung has not been able to accomplish with that. And I'm hoping that they release like a One UI 7.0.1 update to fix some of that type of stuff. Or we get a quick turnaround on like a One UI 7.1 update that addresses issues, but usually that point one is more of like a semi-major update. So hopefully we'll see what happens going forward with One UI 7. That aside, from a software perspective, I really haven't noticed any other issues. If I jump into my Samsung Internet Explorer, you see everything moves smoothly there, and then if I unfold, I'm still able to scroll with no issue. So this is something that definitely was addressed between One UI 7 and One UI 6.1.1. And so that's something that I'm glad that we don't see issues with when it comes to the Samsung Internet Explorer, and I'm hoping that that continues or maintains when it comes to One UI 7. I haven't had any issues with the clock. I haven't had any issues with the new folder. I haven't now with the unfolded. Whenever I kind of come from lock screen to home screen, or if I unfold from my cover screen to my main screen, my widgets will fidget between the transparency scales, which is interesting. And so I think some optimization is still needed. Let's see if it doesn't. Okay, so it didn't do it there. Let's see if it'll do it again here. So if I go ahead, I open up, boom, then I open up. Okay, so it didn't do it there. Sometimes it must be if I hadn't used my main screen for a little bit, then it's like it needs to refresh it as opposed to always keeping it locked and loaded. So we'll see what happens with my main screen. But outside of that, really haven't had any issues from that perspective. Updates have been a little bit slow in terms of the Galaxy Store updates. We're still getting to those, towards the end of the month and into May about all the updates Samsung was pushing out throughout the month of April. Now, to kind of put a pin on the lock screen AOD situation, they did actually issue out an update today, and it was specifically to the AOD. So if I actually come into the gallery here and I do this and I click on this, you'll see right there for always on display, it says optimize memory usage when using this now. Oh, when using the now bar for sports. So we'll see if that addresses what I am hoping for it to address. Interestingly enough, I also have not seen the now bar sports. My now bar has not displayed anything sports related yet, even though I have it all activated. I'm ready to go. I don't know if it's a server side issue where they just haven't officially pushed it out yet. Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys have been have experienced sports in your now bar. Maybe that will come a little bit later or when One UI 7 has completed its rollout. But I have not seen any sports related activities in my now bar. I would like to, especially with the playoffs going on. I would love to see that. And I am signed up to see my different sports and all that. And the only other way I can kind of essentially circumvent now bar is what I've been doing prior to One UI 7 anyway, which is if I want to keep score of a game, I can, like, Google allows you to pin the score on your home screen. So I could do that if I wanted to, but I want to use Nowbar for that specific reason. So hopefully Samsung and Google is gearing that to really roll out here really soon, because I want to experience that for the NBA playoffs. Software aside, overall I think it's still been good. It's just experiencing these little weird bugs and glitches. Now, one thing I can actually talk about when it comes to One UI 7 is how efficient the battery life has been for the Galaxy Z Fold 6. I still maintain about 24 hours of use with this device, and we know that the Galaxy Z Fold 6 only has about 4,400 milliamps, and so that's not one of the largest batteries in the world, especially given that it's supporting essentially two screens, right? So it's nice to see that the battery life for One UI 7 has been doing very, very well, especially going on a week and a half later running this software. And the first couple days was rough because it was still settling in, it was still adjusting, it was still re-optimizing battery usage patterns and whatnot. But now that it has settled in, I have fantastic battery life. And this is using the phone relatively often, playing a lot of music, watching some YouTube videos, or just streaming content and having three different devices essentially connected to it. Sometimes I'll have the Galaxy Fit 3 connected, I have the Galaxy Ring connected, and for a couple days out of the week, I have my Galaxy Buds 3 Pro connected for a good period of time. And not to mention the times I have them connected while I'm at the gym. So I have all this kind of running, and then so you're looking at a lot of data syncing as well. And the phone is able to handle all of that really, really well. So kudos to Samsung for also addressing that or maintaining decent battery life with software and their Galaxy devices. So overall, do I recommend this update? I still recommend it if you can get it. I know Samsung has been in this weird kind of pause, resume kind of situation, trying to slowly roll out One UI 7 to the rest of the fleet, if you will. And so let me know down in the comment section below if you've received the update and how the update is rocking with you. Because aside from that, it seems like the software is running relatively stably and well. It's just they're having problems with certain bugs and glitches that has stopped them from being able to really get it out there to the people. And so hopefully that gets addressed soon, so that way everybody can finally rock One UI 7 and all of its glitz and glamour with the new features and the new customization features that they've provided for us, baked into the official software, not just with GoodLock. But I will say that's the last thing I want, just really brief. Not all of GoodLock works with One UI 7, interesting, like Home Up. And I'm wondering if Home Up, which I think has new updated kind of features and tips and tricks to get more out of your home screen, but that is still not available yet for One UI 7, at least for my Galaxy Z Fold 6. So hopefully the good lock modules will continue to get updated to be optimized and ready to go for One UI 7. But I can say that that is one of the modules that hasn't quite been working yet for One UI 7. So hopefully that'll get resolved here soon as well. But again, as always, you guys haven't already, make sure to ignite the like button, subscribe to the channel, the notification bell, so all free. That way you notice our videos. So you and I can sit back, check, see what's cracking. And don't forget that super thanks button down there, but a like and dislike button, Cash App and PayPal, and check the channel out for all the videos available to you. That's where to keep tech fresh and alive on this channel. Jermaine Micah signing out until the next video. Wait for it.